Oh yeah, what's up everybody? It's another one of the good episodes of one of the smooth experience. And lately we've been doing a late night crypto cast. I think that's what we're gonna call this. And this is something that goes on the Smooth Experience YouTube channel pretty much on a daily basis. But I'm gonna start doing this on SoundCloud on a daily basis so that I can just go on and you can just listen and listen if you want to. But yeah, so we're just gonna end up getting into some good old crypto news for tonight. First of all, I thought it was pretty cool that um, it made some headlines, and it's something that's worth talking about. And it's not something that I agree with, but I just think it's cool that we're talking about this so much. Is that it says ICOs can't skirt rules forever, must become compliant to attract big money. And so, what I think is interesting is that, this article talks about how, like, if they become compliant with other financial regulators, then these things will be able to get a whole lot of money behind them. And that's what a lot of the big regulators are trying to sell at a certain point, where, like, you're not going to get a lot of money if you don't end up, you know, becoming regulated with the SEC. So it's something that I think is pretty interesting. And I don't know if ICOs are going to become regulated by the SEC. Should they become regulated? Should they stay free? These are just questions to ask ourselves. I like talking about this stuff because it feels so good just to be able to end up being alive at this time to have these types of things out there. Next, I want to talk about Christine Lagarde. She convinced IMF could play um, a, a pivot in regulating currencies. And what's pretty interesting is that it's basically just talking about how, like, the IMF is going to be having pretty much a key role in what's going to happen with cryptocurrencies around the world. And, that's whether that's if a lot of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency holders recognize the IMF or not. So, something good to think about. Next, I want to talk about how this is kind of cool news. Bitcoin and Ethereum successfully run an atomic swap, a cross chain altcoin exchange, which I think is amazing. So, what this is, what's an atomic swap, Silky? Hey, I'm glad that you asked. So, an atomic swap, it's all about they're able to send each other cryptocurrencies across the network without needing a third party to verify the cryptocurrency. And it's amazing because not only is it happening, so, like, what does that mean? First of all, that means that, like, transactions are going to happen a lot faster. And if transactions happen a lot faster, where, like, literally I'll be able to send you a few Bitcoin and then pow, you're already seeing it in your wallet immediately. And then a couple hours later, there will be a whole lot of third-party verifications happening from the network. So atomic swaps are amazing. On one blockchain, that's amazing. Across blockchains, that's even better because that means that I could send you some Bitcoin or you could send me some Ethereum and it would be able to go right to me immediately. And that's something that I think is very awesome about this technology that is pushing it forward. And it's making it more like cash. It's making it more instant so that way there really is no downside to Bitcoin. The only downside was for a little while that it was taking a while to get your transaction to be verified by the other party. But that's looking like it's on the upswing. This is something interesting. You can buy Vanuatu citizenship with Bitcoin. And this is amazing. If you have 43 Bitcoin, I don't know if you do or not, but if you make a one-time payment of 200,000, excuse me, or slightly more than 43 Bitcoin, the citizenship program is you'll get citizenship, And that's amazing because you'll be able to do a lot of things with that. As a Vanuatu, as Vanuatu is a member of the Commonwealth of Nations, its citizens are allowed to travel in 113 countries, including European Union states, Russia, and Great Britain without a visa. This privilege will also be given to foreigners who have acquired Vanuatuan citizenship. Vanuatuan. I just like that word. That's so cool, huh? Like, that's amazing, guys. What a good time to be alive. You can buy citizenship with cryptocurrencies right now. So, Vanuatu, you got my thumbs up because you're clearly on board, you're clearly thinking ahead, and you're allowing everybody around the world to participate in this very fast. So, yeah, you may have an overpopulated country of a lot of people who aren't physically there, kind of like Estonia. And Estonia is offering e-residency to its citizens. So check this out. This is the next big news I think that's interesting. So Putin came out and condemned Bitcoin and calls for Russian ban of digital currencies. What? So basically, that's pretty interesting how Putin retweets. Let's see. RT quotes Putin as saying that Bitcoin creates opportunities to launder funds acquired through criminal activities, tax evasion, even terrorism financing, as well as the spread of fraud schemes. Like, man, the dollars have just as much of a threat of a fraud scheme as anything else. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's something I think that's interesting because, all right, Russia's taken the same way that China went with this. And as you can tell, guys, Bitcoin is something that these presidents are having to talk about. Well, and at some point, President Trump is going to have to say something about this too. What will you do if he bans Bitcoin and says, nope, I only want Trump blockchain? What would you do? Think about it. It's just something interesting. All right, next. This is just further news backing this up is that cryptocurrency sites are now getting blocked in Russia, and this is really sad because yeah, Russia is basically doing its most to try to hide people from this and trying to be like, man, I don't want you to see this for terrorism, and that's kind of sad because I really really wish that you know people could just end up seeing this for what it is, and it's something that frees us all at the same time equally, equally. So this is a government that's hard for me to give a thumbs up to. So Russia, just saying, I don't know if this is just straight propaganda or not, but I don't like it. Here's something that I do like. The government and startups are partnering effectively to develop the blockchain in Nigeria. And this is pretty cool. Oh yeah, about ready for bed. But yeah, the blockchain in Nigeria is going to be built with startups and the government, just kind of like working hand in hand. And this is really exactly what I've been talking about. This is a good use of cryptocurrencies. This is a good use of governments. This is a good use of just the blockchain technology in general. And I just really give Nigeria a thumbs up because your government, the entrepreneurs, the people that are there, the startups, they're all partnering together and they're gonna help your people out a lot. So I definitely love seeing that, and I'm gonna be looking into some Nigerian startups, some Nigerian ICOs, especially since we know that your government is forward thinking, and I absolutely love that. So with that, guys, I didn't want to end up going too long with this video. It's already late, and as I've been saying, like I'm probably gonna start doing these things on SoundCloud more often than YouTube, but I'm just having fun still. So, anyways, yes, if you see value in this, go ahead and share this with someone else. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications there. And yes, I will be seeing you guys in the next episode.